No, I'm just joking.
Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm saying they both reacted from their feelings, and I would appreciate it. I mean, I wish I could tap into that, but and me and drama food, right?
I think my baby hot. Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out the global woman. Can't box her in with any trend. No, she's a global woman. Call Fire Marshal Bill. Like, let me tell you something. Flawless, beautiful. Follow codes down to her toes. Cue the codes. Picking rolls with the flow. Slam dunking all the golds. Silvers for the novice and golds for the pros.
What's going on, everybody out there in TV land, on YouTube and on Facebook Live? We come to you tonight to interrupt your regular scheduled program. Hey, y'all, we got a hot topic tonight. The mic is hot. The crew is ready. The phone lines is about to be on. Hey, y'all, before we get started, Facebook, dear old Facebook, we talk about this every week. There's a link about to be put right there in the chat section. It's going to be a link. Hit the link and come on over to YouTube and catch us live on YouTube. So right now, Facebook, hit that link and shoot on over to YouTube and catch us on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, do me a big favor. Click that like button. It's right there on the screen. If you can't see it, it's right there. Click the like button. And then shoot on over and click the subscribe button. Don't forget to share these messages, all right? Click the like button, slide your finger over, and click the subscribe button. Also, we got something we want to be doing, y'all. We got something new. We're doing something new. Every time we hit 200 milestone mark with subscribers, we're going to go live into the chat and find 1 or 2 people and send them a gift. You must be a subscriber to participate, all right? Every time we hit the 200 milestone mark, we're going to go into the chat, all right, y'all? Right now, we're about 103. We're about 103 subscribers, so we're close. We're like 97. I don't know if we'll call that close, away from 200. But, hey, check us out. Also, I pinned my Stop Play'n Apparel link in the chat and the YouTube and on Facebook. Like I say, every week. Support starts at home. I'm trying to start with the big dogs. I need y'all to check my profile out, check my Stop Play'n Apparel company out, hit the about page, read about it, and come shop with your boy. All right? Thank you very much for your support. Last but not least, if you like what we're doing and you want to support us, there's a QR code right on the screen. All monetary gifts are accepted. We appreciate no matter if it's a big gift or a small gift. We thank you in advance. And for you, those of you who use a mobile app and cannot scan a QR code, there's a cash tag you can use. It's right on the screen. The cash tag is $Nutz, Nutz, Boltz, BOLTZ1. Again, it's $Nutz, Boltz 1. And with that being said, welcome to Nuts and Bolts of Life. My name is Edmund Chapman. I'm from South Carolina, and I'm the CEO of Stop Play'n Apparel.
I'm Shannon Nicole from Chicago.
That's Obi from North Carolina.
And I'm Kyra from California. Welcome to today's show. Let's introduce our guests.
All right. They ain't no strangers. They've been on the show before. They're back today. They are back today. Sheena D, say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Sheena D, welcome. Ivory, what's going on, my brother? Say what's up to the people. I can't hear you, my brother. What you say?
What's going on, man?
Welcome back, Ivory. Welcome back, Sheena D. We are running it back from a couple episodes ago with the same crew. Hey, Obi, what's going on tonight? What's a nice topic?
Tonight's topic is what's love?
Let's talk about it. You know, you're gonna hear some fake stuff, some imposters, but me, Ed, and Ivory, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it 100. Facts.
I'm gonna just say for the record, we are 6 minutes into the show, 3 minutes because the introduction time, and shots have been fired. That's all I'm gonna say, y'all.
Already.
Hey y'all,
I'm gonna
this gonna be
say
all.
3 minutes before the show. Wait a minute, 3 minutes before the show, shots were fired at me, so that's why I'm shooting shots.
So this been going on for a while now. Obi versus Kyra. So in the chat, I want y'all to tell me if y'all team Obi or y'all team Kyra, because they've been going at it already, y'all. Already they've been going at it. But we gonna get into this show though. Talking about what's love. That's a good topic. What's love? Hey, check this clip out real fast.
Men falling in love, quicker than women. If that's the case, why does it take some men so long to make things official, propose, things like that? If y'all, are the first to fall in love, why are you dragging your feet?
Ivory, go ahead.
Yes, he did.
Whoa, Sheena D hit us with a question. Why are we dragging our feet? And Ivory was about to wax deep on that. But before we let Ivory go ahead wax deep, hey,
In the pot, CJ, not on the stove.
I'm sorry, say that again. Ivory's about to wax deep. Before we get into the Ivory waxing deep, I want to ask everybody, in your own opinion, what's love? Who want to take a stab at it?
I'll go first. For me, love is an emotion, it's a feeling, and it can be, I think you can be in love at times. You can have love for people. And there's so many different things into it. There is like patience and kindness and forgivingness that all come into play when love is there. Obi, were you going to say something?
Yeah, for me, love is like God is love and peace is love. And I think everybody has their own definition of what love is. But whatever love is to you, that's what makes you happy. Whether it's loving your significant other, loving your child, loving your pet, just loving life. It is what it is. My definition of love is not going to be the same as Ivory's, and Ivory's is not going to be the same as Ed's. But as long as we're happy with knowing what love is, then we're okay. Because I can love somebody and not, well, I can be in love with somebody and not love them. But I have to like you in order to love you. And liking is way more important to me. Because if I don't like you, I don't want to be around you.
Just to confirm, you said you can be in love with someone and not love them?
I mean, things happen, yeah, in the trials and tribulations of a relationship, yeah. And don't try to break it down in your HR voice, or don't try to throw no HR mechanisms in this. Yes, I said what I said, and I stand 10 toes down on it.
I'm gonna give everybody else a chance to respond before.
They won't. They won't.
And do anybody else want to take a stab? Go ahead, Sheena. Nicole, take a stab at it.
I feel like to me, love is not just an emotion. I feel like it's an action as well. I feel like how you are with the person and what you do for someone can show that you love them. And I also have a question when everyone is done telling their version of what love is for Obi.
Anybody else want to take a stab at it? I'll go ahead, Sheena D.
So I think that love is unconditional. Yes, it's an action. Yes, it's a feeling. We know there are so many different types of love, whether it's familial, agape, there's all sorts. But love is powerful. And then I also have a rebuttal / question to Obi, to, part of his statement.
Go ahead, we listening.
Right. So, Obi, you mentioned that you can be in love with someone, but not love them. But I
Hmm.
would think that it would be like the opposite. Like you can love someone, wholeheartedly with all your heart and not be in love with them.
But being in, and this is just my opinion, being in love with somebody is a lot deeper than just love. Because you can love everybody. God says love everybody. But if you're in love with somebody, you're gonna do things for that person that you're not gonna do for somebody that you just love.
Right. But so my question is, how can you be in love with someone but not love them?
I can. I've been in love with somebody and I have not loved them. I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for anybody else. Because again, like I said, my definition of love is different from everybody else's.
Yeah, but being in love like encompasses loving someone.
In your
Even
opinion.
Ed looks perplexed and
I'm,
confused with
I'm
some of
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay with my dog right here. But I'm like,
You stay with me, Ed. Stay with you're gonna get it in a
I'm
minute.
trying. I'm reaching for
You're
the
gonna get it in a
stars. But I'm
minute.
like, wait a minute.
You're gonna
You
get it in
said
a
so.
minute.
Obi, are you saying? And I don't want to get too far tracking this because we got a full lineup. You saying that you can be in love with someone but not love them?
Hmm. Yes.
Mm.
Because when you're in love with somebody, that's like on a different planet. But loving somebody is to me is just basic. That's basic. Like I can say I love my neighbors, but I'm not in love with them. I can
No,
say I
but that's not what Sheena said. I think Sheena said
no,
you
I'm
said you are
explaining I'm explaining my definition of being in
okay.
love and how it's different from just loving somebody.
Hey, Ivy, you want to take a
He's
stab at this before we move
he's still
on?
perplexed.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I'm
not. It's like
confused.
I'm not. It's like some people mistake infatuation for love.
Hold on, we
Do you
got don't
do
go
you
there yet because
realize
I
you
got
ain't
some stuff with that. Don't go there yet.
okay?
We're gonna table that one. Ivy, come on in here.
I definitely get what he's saying, man. I mean, I definitely get the grand scheme of what he's saying. How you can be in love with someone on a certain level, and you could be in love with someone and not like them. I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, you guys think about a lot of your relationships, your past relationship. You were in love. You were in love, but in reality, something happened. Something didn't happen. Was it really love? Were you really in love? Did you really like that person? I'm not going. I mean, we on Facebook world and we in the social media, so I'm not going to say anything about my past relationships. But I know it was some times where um, I thought I was in love or I was in love, but I shouldn't even like that person. I shouldn't even went to that next level with that person or marrying that person or whatever. But I was in love at that moment. So, but I wasn't. I didn't love them. So I get what he's
but
saying.
and I hear what you're saying too, that you shouldn't have been, but you were, and you shouldn't have liked them, but you did, and you liked them while you loved them, even though it wasn't the best connection, or in actuality, you probably saw some things and it just wasn't a good fit. So they probably weren't the right person for you, but that doesn't mean that at the time during that relationship that there is not a like or a love or a in love. But I see it's going to be a confusing night. We got backup in the chat,
Okay, we
so
gonna keep on. We
I'm
gonna keep
not
on the show going. We
alone.
gonna
Let's
keep on
go,
the show
Ed.
going.
Let's go.
Hey, again in the chat, tell us if your team Obi or team Kyra, because we about to see who the fan favorite is. Team Obi or
Team
Team
Kyra.
Kyra? Okay,
Mm-mm.
I want to play this clip one more time so people just came in and I'll tell you what we talking about. Play this one more time.
Men falling in love, quicker than women. If that's the case, why does it take some men so long to make things official, propose, things like that? If y'all, you know, are the first to fall in love, why are you dragging your feet?
Okay, so y'all heard from Sheena D, and I'm gonna give y'all the backstory for everybody don't that didn't go and go back and watch. This is facts versus feelings show. So what happened was I was just giving out some fun facts for the crew towards the end of the show, and one of the things I said was the numbers showed that it was 50%, 52% men versus 48% women fall in love quicker. So men fall in love quicker than women, 52 versus 48. And but I didn't put a lot of context on the back of it, and then I'm gonna let Arby wax deep on this because he's ready to go. So basically, what it is it this was the numbers said, and this what I when I read, I looked it up. Men fall in love because of like the physical attributes of the woman, and also like simple things like cooking, cleaning, checking up on us,
Mm-hmm.
supporting our dreams, having our
Yep.
back. Little small simple things that we be like, oh man, no drama, and she look good and she got my back.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. You know,
Yep.
so that's how men look at it. With women, though, I found out, and ladies and men, please chime in after I finish. I found out women are more cautious. So therefore, they take a little bit longer to fall in love because you can't just buy them some red bottoms or give them some good sex and they in love with you. Because some women, yeah, but most like the women we got on the show tonight, you got to do a little bit more than just the average. So they're more cautious, and then they might have had a bad relationship in the past, so they definitely more cautious. So it's gonna take them a little bit longer to fall in love. But once they fall in love, and women, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, once they fall in love, then they in love. You almost can mess up a little bit, and they still gonna fight for that relationship. Where in a man, and fellas, you can chime in on this too. The fast we can love you fast, and we can leave you fast, both ways.
Mm-hmm.
We can love
Mm-hmm.
you and leave you as quick as we love you. We can leave you as fast. You cheat on us, we out of there. You start with all this
Right.
drama, especially at my age now, and I'm pretty sure Obi and Ivory age. We don't want all the drama. We gone. So chime in, guys. What y'all think about that? What I just said about that, ladies? Is that true about y'all being more cautious? Men, is it true what I said? Let me hear from y'all.
Hey, well, I was gonna let the ladies go first, but since they don't want to go first, I'll go first. But I agree with everything you said, Ed. And especially if a woman gives you peace, also that peace part is like super important. And I'm gonna be in love with you forever if you give me peace. But I gotta like you. You know what I'm saying? I have to like you in order to be in love with you. Go ahead, Kyra.
Um, I think that I do agree with what Ed said in terms of men falling in love faster. And I can definitely identify as being a person that is guarded, that is not trying to be vulnerable, that has been hurt in the past, that is just very cautious going into a relationship and allowing it to go to the state of love, which leads to being in love. So I approach things more on the cautious side because of past relationships and experiences. So 100% agree with what you said.
All right, for the next person, go. Hey, y'all, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Right now, we got a lot of people in the chat. We got a lot of people watching. Do me a favor right now, y'all. Click like right now. Also, the phone lines are open early today because we're not going to be here all night like last time. We got a 75-minute show and we out of here. The phone lines are open 704-891-9560. Again, 704-891-9560. I want Ivory to go last because after Ivory go, I want him to wax deep on what he's going to answer Sheena question. He has some stuff for her. So I don't want him to go right now. I want somebody else to go and let Ivory go laugh. If anybody else want to tackle this question I asked about ladies being more cautious, what do y'all think, ladies?
Sheena Nicole
Um,
has. Go ahead, Sheena Nicole, and then Sheena D.
I definitely agree with that statement. I definitely feel like because of past experiences and just past relationships, women do tend to be more cautious. I feel like because we also are more emotional creatures, it's definitely different. So for me, yes, I'm definitely more cautious, and it definitely takes me a little bit to be like, yes, I'm in love with you, because sometimes you may like you fall fast and then it go downhill from there, and then you be like, oh damn, I messed up and you stuck. So yeah, definitely agree with that statement.
For me, I agree. I also think that it depends on what stage in life you're in. I know, speaking from personal experience, when I was younger, before I became a mother, I would probably be more inclined, or actually did, like, fall in love fairly quickly. But as you get older in life, and life happens and changes, you become, a parent. I think that then changes, and then you have to look at a bigger picture, which in turn will make you more cautious before falling in love so quickly, or at least letting it be known you could have fallen, but you might be playing it tough.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to tackle this, and then I want you to answer. You was ready to answer Sheena's question. So go ahead. Go. Go. I've been waiting to hear this for a while now. Go ahead.
No, I definitely agree with the statement. Also, I know women have every right to be cautious. Like you and Obi said, once you check off the boxes for a man, we understand that that she's checking the boxes. These are the boxes that I need checked. This is my helpmate. These are the areas that I need to help in. Everything is going good. We're ready. We're ready. So
Okay. So what about the question Sheena asked? Why you snowballing? If we fall in love so fast, why are we slow on the moving our feet, proposing and getting into relationships and all that good stuff?
Hmm.
right, and to answer that question, what I was originally going to say, and I was going to tell the truth. I'm just going to put, I don't know if I'm going to put guys on blast or if I'm going to mess up some people's relationships.
Uh-oh.
This is true. If your man is dragging his feet, you're not the one. You are not the one. A man is not going to drag his feet for his wife. He's not. He's not. You've been in a relationship 10 years, 11 years, and he hasn't proposed, and you guys don't think that relationship is going to the next level. That's because he's going to ride that out until he can, because he's not going to go to the next level.
Mm.
Mm.
So I,
And
I want to I want to piggyback off Ivy real quick. I'm sorry, Kyra. I can't have the on my phone. Is Hey, Facebook. I gotta go because I'm trying to get into this conversation. It's hard to do two things at once. So if y'all want to be a part of this message, it's gonna be a link in the chat, and y'all should come over to YouTube and watch us on YouTube. I'm out of here. Somebody's get deep into this conversation. All right, Facebook. Peace out. Hey, so Ivory, I heard something similar to what you said before. They said, and I don't know if I agree with this particularly. They said, like who likes you. Like the person
I
that
agree.
like. And I'm like, man, but then okay, because so Sheena Nicole like me, but I like Sheena D. How that's gonna work out? Because I ain't gonna feel what Sheena Nicole feel for me because I like Sheena D. So I understand what you're saying, Ivy. If people patting their feet, is because they really don't like you like that. Unfortunately, that's just my opinion. Obi, you want to take a crack at that one?
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean, I
Kyra,
agree with what you
Kyra has
said.
something to say.
Like the person that likes you. Like love and being in love is a different set of chromosomes. It's a different process. Like love is just like love, but being in love, it's like supercharged. It enhances your feelings, in my opinion. And I know it's hard for some people to understand that. And I know some people may think I'm confused. And I know Kyra's looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's just different. Look it up. Look it up, Kyra. We can talk about it next week.
Go ahead, Kyra.
I just wanted to applaud what Ivory said out loud, because I think sometimes women can get in our feelings and our emotions, and we have these fairy tale stories of what we think are going to happen. And if a person has been dating you for 5 years or for 10 years, like, wake up, because I've seen several situations where a man was with a woman for an extended period of time, long enough for her to groom him, teach him all kinds of stuff, and build him up to be an amazing man. They break up, and 2 years later, he's married. But y'all were together for 10 plus years. Like, ladies, wake up. A man knows in the very beginning if you are wife material, or if he's introducing you to the family and different things like that. And in my opinion, men, want to have their cake and eat it too. So the reason that they stay in these relationships for 5 years, 10 years, 7 years is because women, we allow them to.
Mhm.
We are being a wife or doing wife duties with someone that isn't committed, or I don't want to say committed, but with someone that is not invested in the relationship's future. There may not be a ring, there may not be anything, and he's just taking you along on the ride until you let him know that you want to get off the ride.
Go ahead, Sheena D.
Okay, so I agree with Ivory, and I definitely, respect him, voicing that. And I also agree with Kyra. And I think that it's true on both sides, and I think that when a man, even if he knows, within the first, 30, 60, 90 days, as so many books say, that they want to be with this woman for the rest of their lives and marry them. I also think that life happens. And I think it was Cortez or somebody else in the comments that mentioned funds, or that mentioned if a man isn't able to be the provider, then that might be a reason that he kind of like falls back, or kind of prolongs the process, even if he knows he wants to marry that woman. Like, life happens, things happen. I've mediated for couples before where the guy has said, like, hands down, he wants to marry this woman, but he personally just isn't ready. Like, he doesn't feel that he is able to provide for her, lead her, cover her. So I think that, in that case, there's reasons to it. But I definitely agree with Kyra too. Like, ladies, we gotta like jump off and don't let them string you along. Have your standards. Like, that is okay. But I agree with both.
Go ahead, Ivory. And then Obi, on once you hit that chat.
And Sheena Nicole had her hand up from before.
Yeah, I just wanted to reply to Sheena D, and I can appreciate um, you listening to people and people telling you, how the relationships with the gentleman saying that he wasn't quite ready, and I get that, but I get it because it's a lot of different people. People are different, but as a man, when we make a decision, we're gonna go through hell or high water to make that happen. Now, if he's not ready and he loves this woman and he wants to be this, he shouldn't have been dating her. He should have been dating with intentions to get married, to grow a family if that's what they want, and to progress. Not saying that he didn't love her, not saying he didn't want to be his wife, but men also have to take some accountability and just not be out here dating people with no intentions.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Sheena Nicole.
I just wanted to throw a quote out there that I see like pretty much all of the time. A person will only do what you allow them to do. So I think a lot of people should keep that in mind, especially when it comes to dating and being in a relationship, and then you falling for that person and you in love, and then when it comes to marriage, you just gotta be careful.
Hey, Obi, find me four of the most hottest comments in the chat section. Let's see what they talking about. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
Most
hit
lot
of
of
the
all
them.
of them.
topics are
Just a
saying
couple.
that Obi's confusing. That's four right there.
Kyra, okay, I'm not
And
gonna.
the
I'm gonna
other
let you
four
have
were
that one
Team Kyra.
because the majority of the comments that we're getting tonight so far is from women. The thing that you don't understand is men sacrifice just as much as women do. But we don't look for credit. We're not looking for credit. We don't go tell our boys I did this, that, and the other because that's what we're supposed to do. When y'all do stuff, y'all looking for stuff. You're looking for purses, get my hair done, get my nails done.
That's not
We don't look for
true.
that. Okay.
That's the type
We'll
of
talk
people
about
that you've
we'll talk
experienced.
we'll talk about that on another show. We'll talk about that on another show. Anyway, love is in action. Love is really in action. Another comment that says emotions are unstable and unreliable. Talking about women, probably. Um, love develops into being in love, sir. They're talking about me. Um, Another commenter said the issue is he said you can be in love with someone and not love them. You can. You can like somebody and not want to be around them. I love. Somebody said I love my kids, but I love my kids, but at times I don't like them. Do y'all understand what she said? I love my kids, but don't like them all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Um, the last commenter says nobody said money doesn't matter. We in a world where love does not pay the bills.
Mm. All right. All right. So I'm gonna come with y'all with some questions now. Can anyone explain love versus infatuation? Anybody want to take a stab in the dark at that? You don't gotta raise your hand. Just jump in if you want to take a stab at it.
I can go if no one else wants to go. Um, for me, love is like a long term. And it's kind of, it is irregardless. Like if you made me angry or if you made me sad or you did something that annoyed me, I still love you. And infatuation is something to me that is short term because it is just very it can be temporary because once you find out what that person does that annoys you or that gets on your nerves or that doesn't mesh good with your characteristics or what you bring to the table, then that infatuation can quickly change into into dislike or other words. So yeah, for me, even though you make me mad or even though I might not like you at the moment, I still love you and I'm going to give you grace and I'm going to be forgiving and I'm going to be understanding and we can still talk about it and communicate because I love you and I'm putting into this relationship.
Mm, okay, Miss Wax Deep, DJ Spins Wax Deep.
I don't know what DJ Spins means, but okay.
Anybody else want to take a stab at this? Take a stab in
Yeah,
the
like
dark at it.
for me, like infatuation is like fake. It's like lust. It's not real. It's superficial. Being in love with somebody is understanding that person, being in tune with them, being on the same page. Lust is like it's fake and phony to me.
Mm.
I think I agree with you, Obi, on that. Because when you love somebody, love is you're affectionate about them. You care about them. You are passionate for them. You are almost would do anything. You like people say, "I give you the world." But when you just infatuated somebody, you might like them because their shape or something like that, or you might like them for what they can do for you. Not It's a difference from having your back and what they actually can do for you. You're like, oh man, she got a nice little money in her pocket. You know what I'm saying? And she buying me anything I want. So you're not. It's not really love. You just like what she can do for you. So I definitely think there's a big difference. And nowadays, people, maybe the younger generation, they're no, we all older generation, not old heads, but we're older, so we think different. But the younger generation, I definitely think they're more um, infatuated than in love. Sheena Nicole might can speak to this because she's part of the younger generation. Go ahead, Sheena Nicole. I see your hand up.
Um, well, for me, I'm not infatuated. I've never been infatuated with anybody, honestly. Um, if I love them, it was like I legit love them, and if I was in love, then I was legit in love. I feel like infatuation is more so an obsession to me, a little bit. Um, so no, I've never been infatuated. Yes, I am younger than you guys, but not that, I'm not that much younger. But yeah, I feel like infatuation is more so an obsession to me. So if I love you or like if I'm in love with you, then I legit love you or I'm legit in love with you. I've never been infatuated.
Hey y'all, the phone lines open. Let's get a guy to call in before a female. I need a guy to call in before a lady. Phone lines are open 704-891-9560. Guys, let's show these ladies we're not scared to call in and voice our opinion. Ladies, We want to hear y'all too, but y'all sometimes got the Twitter fingers. Come on, call in. Let's hear y'all, ladies. Anybody else want to take a stab before we move on? Anybody else want to take a stab at this?
Team estrogen, where are you at? I just want to add that, like, for me, I have been infatuated with somebody before, and to me, infatuation is like you're constantly thinking about them, wondering what they're doing, um, very attracted to them, and I like someone commented, and I completely agree that infatuation, for me personally, is like the beginning stage. It's like the honeymoon stage, and then once the honeymoon is over and you start to have love for that person, and then they sometimes they might start make you feel a type of way, but that love overrides that, and so like the love is kind of like getting you through. um I'm kind of thinking like infatuation is the beginning, but like love is like ride or die.
Like I still think infatuation. There's a lot of lust in that, and it's like short lived.
It can be long lived depending on the two people in the relationship,
Mhm.
but
It can be, but for the most part, it's like short lived.
based on some type of people's relationship with the experience with the type of women that they've been with in the past, you may not get there.
I don't think I want to sit in between both of y'all because y'all be going at it. It's like y'all be both my ears. I'm like, oh
Hey,
Lord, what's going on here? Hey, so I'm gonna move on to another one. What gestures or actions make you feel loved and appreciated? I'll go first. Everybody quiet on here today. Um, I think what gestures or actions make me feel love is when you do the simple things, the things that I don't even ask you to do for me.
Mhm.
Um, when you go over and beyond, let's see, like maybe if I didn't have a job and you took upon yourself to fill out applications for me. Um, maybe if you make sure that my lunch is packed when you don't have to do. I'm a grown man, but you like but you stayed up last night to pack my lunch and make sure because I work at 1 o'clock in the morning. So you sacrifice either getting up in the morning to make sure my lunch is packed or you did it at night. Um, when I have a bad day, maybe you have a bad day and you like almost put your feelings aside or which you should not do, but you like, how's your day, babe? You know what I'm saying? You're more concerned about me than you are about your own self. So those little actions to me, like, oh man, it made me want to step my game up even more because I'm like, if she doing all this, I want to match her energy. I can't. I think Ivy said it earlier. Like, we gotta be accountable for what we do, and ladies hold us accountable. It might sound crazy to the men, but let's hold us accountable because we want to do right. We should want to do right by our women. So we need to be held accountable. So if she's doing all this stuff for us and we thinking, are we paying the bills? We good? No, we're not good. We need to do more for her and show her more. But yeah, there's little stuff she do that people might take for granted. I don't take those for granted.
And I think that your question can also be looped into like what someone's love language is. Like, there's like 5 love languages, which is like words of affirmation, service, acts of service, gifts, quality time, and I think like physical touch. So I think a person has to know like what their love language is, and then like branch off from that. But for like me personally, I think that like for me, it's all 5 love languages for me. I need all of them. Like not fully, but I need all of them. And then I think the other biggest thing for me, just like throughout life experiences, is support. Especially in the field that I work in, I need support and I need understanding. Like if there's someone that doesn't support me, my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, I can't be with that person because you're not there for me, you're not supporting me, you're not encouraging me and pushing me to do better with my dreams. So we're not seeing eye to eye. You don't support me, I can't. So that's definitely like a determining factor for me. Somebody that is supportive amongst all the other things, love, honor, respect, being a provider, you know, yeah.
So with your field, Sheena, are you saying like somebody should be understanding where you might be on set for 12 hours and that we might miss out on quality time because of you on set, and they need to support that you do producing, and you're an actress, and so they need to support your dreams of doing your actress stuff, doing your producing stuff, and need to be understanding like today I might not see her because she might be on set all day long, and I got to be understanding to that. Are you saying something like that?
I mean, yeah, and it goes much deeper than that. Like in life, you're gonna make time for what's important for you, right? So your career, your family, your children, you're always gonna make time to, even if it's like a quick text or FaceTime and check in, like, hey, I got like a half an hour break. I'm about to eat for 20 minutes and talk to you for 10 minutes. It takes compromise. And then when I say support as well, it's like, okay, if I'm out of town for, I don't know, 2 months. I could be out of town for 2 months working on a show, and I'm like, hey, like, come out here to see me. You know what I mean? But you're making all these excuses. You don't want to, that's also not being supportive, because I'm saying, I really want to see you. I'm not able to fly home. Can you fly out here? Like, I can take care of everything. You just have to pack your stuff and get on the plane and come, so.
Go ahead, Sheena Nicole. I mean, you just want to say something.
I think for me, I enjoy the simple things for the most part. Like it can be just a text or a call, just like to let me know that you were thinking about me throughout your day. It can be some flowers because I love flowers. If I'm having a bad day, like you just, you help me feel better. And then the number one thing most important to me is how you interact, like when I talk about my child, because I talk about my child a lot. So like when I'm doing things with my son, or like if it's my son's birthday, just different things like that. If I feel like you not really, it is what it is, or okay, whatever type of vibe, then that would be it. But if I feel like you're involved, like, oh, tell him I said happy birthday, or just asking questions, and wanting to know about him, then that would definitely make me feel loved and appreciated, because he is a part of me. And if you are dating me, then he will be a part of it as well.
And like for me, it's just like just being there, just like checking in. I got a full time job. I know you're going to be working, so just like Sheena and Sheena D said, just a quick text message, a quick phone call. Hey, what's happening? What's good? Are you okay? You good? You need anything? You need for me to send you lunch? Blah blah blah. And I'm good. But I want to bounce off of something that Sheena D said, and I think love languages are really important when it comes to relationships. I think men need to kind of, during counseling, you need to find out what your love language is, and you have to be able to express that to your mate. Because, like for me, I like physical touch and quality time. Those are my two biggest things. I'm not big on the other ones. But if that's what I like, I have to make sure that you know what I like, and you're able to speak my love language. Just like I have to know that you like receiving gifts and words of affirmation, so I'll be able to speak your love language. Because if I don't speak yours and you don't speak mine, us being in a great relationship together is not going to work, in my opinion.
Can we hear everybody's love language if y'all want to share? I think mine's is same as Obi's, physical touch, and but mine's is also words of affirmation. Those my two.
Mine
Go
is
ahead, Sheena.
words of affirmation.
Yeah, mine are words of affirmation and acts of service, physical touch.
Mine are words of affirmation and quality time.
And I already mentioned mine before. They're a little bit of
All of them.
yeah,
I agree with that too.
a little bit of everything.
But somebody in the comment actually agreed with you, Sheena D. They said a little bit of everything is actually really dope.
It is.
Yeah,
I
So
agree.
actually, I think that is kind of dope.
yeah.
Um,
I think
Kyra,
it's
what's going on in the chat? Go ahead, Sheena D. Kyra, get some chats together, Sheena D. Go ahead.
I
What you saying?
I think it's just a good balance. And then one key point that I failed to mention is just like someone that covers me in prayer.
Mm.
Mm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kai, what's going on in the chat?
Let's see. We have great communication and a kiss on the forehead can make my day, but overall, I need you to stay in tune. Another person commented that simple things like flowers, spontaneous gestures, planning something fun just because. Um, Another person said time and consideration make me feel appreciated and loved. And then, yeah, those are the comments on what we're currently talking about.
Ed, she left out the four comments that said, "Hey, Obi, that's what I'm talking about." See how she left that out? See how she left that
Hey,
out?
if y'all
See?
team Obi right
Mm,
now,
mm,
y'all in
mm,
the
mm,
chat right now in the chat.
mm, mm, mm.
If you're team Obi, say Obi. If you're team Kyra, put Kyra. Go ahead, Kyra. Say what you about to say.
I just want to add that it's the fourth time that you've announced this exercise, and not any of the three past times has anyone said Obi. But
Oh no, no!
each three
Go back
times,
through the
people
chats.
have
Let's go
put
back
my
through the
name
chats.
in the chat. So we need to
Mm-mm,
print this out because
Hey,
I might
I
get it
like also
today.
I like also what I like what Sheena D. I gotta somehow jump in, y'all, because they be going in. I love it though. But I like what Sheena D said, because I think all of us are men and women of God, and covering your spouse is like the most. Even when you don't know what. Oh, I'm starting to relate to what you said. Even when you in love but you don't like them, you still got to cover them. I'm kind of down.
Amen.
I'm thinking, Obi, what you said earlier
Hmm.
makes sense, because I don't want to display all my. But even when you don't love them, or you in love with them, but you really don't like them, you still got to cover them. Sheena D, that was really good. You still got to cover them, no matter what, because God gonna look at you like, hey, you married them, so you got to cover them. It might be going wrong, but you there, so you cover them until you're not there no more. So I really love that, Sheena D. That was really deep. That was good. Hey, I got another one for y'all. Let's see what they got
Sheena
in the chat.
Nicole had something.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
see Team
Obi's
Kyra.
name, Team Obi is not in the chat. So, I mean, I'm going to just say that. Sheena Nicole had something to say.
I just have a question for you guys. Do you feel that someone has to tell you that they love you out of their mouth for you to feel it?
No, cause no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I can tell by a person's actions. I can
Mm-hmm.
tell by their demeanor. I
Mm-hmm.
can just tell by the way they interact with me. I can tell by the way they carry themselves when they're around me, when they're around their friends, how they interact with their families. No.
For the first time tonight, I'm going to agree with Obi. I think that also, on the flip side, a person can tell you that they love you, but their actions show completely different. They might say, you're my queen and I love you. And then they're putting their hands on you, or they
Mm-hmm.
are abusing you verbally, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. But then they're telling you what you want to hear, like, oh, I love you. And I'm sorry, that wasn't me. And just being able to know and decipher the difference of what love sounds like, what
Mm-hmm.
love looks like, and what love feels like is something that is important.
Ed and Ivory, I know we don't snap our fingers, but what I'm about to say, I just need for you to snap your fingers and put a fist up.
I'm gonna give you the
Kyra,
horns.
if
Wait, hold
some
on. If it's fire, I'm gonna give you the horns. If it's
I'm
not,
gonna anyway.
Kyra, if somebody was in love with you, none of that stuff would happen.
Right.
But
I agree with that, Obi.
the question wasn't love. The question is,
She
you know,
said love. No, I'm just going off of what she said. I'm being HR correct tonight. I'm trying to do the right thing. Just trying to do the right thing.
Tina
hey,
Nicole was going to say something.
go ahead,
so
Sheena Nicole.
Obi, can you please repeat what you said? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay, let's let Kyra repeat what she said, and then I'll say my part so you can understand.
Let me say it again and get closer to like Obi
Okay.
to the camera. I was saying it's important for people to realize the difference of like what love looks like and what
Mhm.
love sounds like and what love feels like. Because a person can tell you that they love you all day long, but they're disrespectful to you or they're hurtful, they don't have your back, just their actions don't speak on what their mouth is saying. And I
hmm
do agree with Obi's comment that if someone is doing those things like the psychological, mental, emotional, physical abuse, then that is not love.
And all I was saying is, if a man is in love with you, he's not going to do that. He's going to use "I love you" just to throw it out there, just to make you feel good. But if he's in love with you, for most of the men that I know, he's not going to abuse you mentally, physically, sexually, and none of that. He's going to have your back, baby. I got you. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I,
you
I,
got
I
something to
agree with
say?
you, Obi. I agree with you, Obi. And people, so somebody said something in the comment, but I think I want to say I think I understand what Obi was saying because I feel like you can be. I'm thinking now, just thinking back in the past, like, can you be in love with a person but not love them at that moment, but still got to cover them?
He didn't
Like,
say love them at that moment. And in
Right.
the
He
beginning,
said
we were not talking
you.
about being covered by the blood. That is not what the initial comment was that added mass chaos and confusion to today's session. That
Stop
was not what was
playing it.
said. He
Okay. Stop.
said, he said what he said. He said that he can be in love with someone and not love them. That's what he
Correct.
said.
Just like I said, I can love my neighbors
We're
and
not
not be in
talking
love
about
with them.
neighbors, sir. We're not talking about the cat
Okay,
down the
Miss
street.
HR. Okay, Miss HR. I'm
We're
sorry.
not
I'm
talking
sorry.
about SeaWorld. We are talking about a relationship between two people
Yes, I
that
can be
may
in
have
love
started
with.
with
I can be
lustful
in love.
infatuation.
Mhm.
hey, the
I can
phone
be
lines
in
are
So,
love
open,
with
y'all. The
Sheena
phone lines are
Nicole.
open real quick. 704-891-9560. I'm trying to figure this out, but phone lines are open. 704-891-9560.
Sometimes
I'm a,
confusion can't be figured out.
so
so how do you okay? I got another question for y'all. Have you ever experienced unrequited love and how did you handle it? Handle it? Sheena Nicole, fast with it. Okay.
yes, I have experienced that before, and obviously, I exited stage left because I am all about reciprocity. So I'm not fin to do all of these things, and I'm not going to continue to pour into you and pour into you and pour into you, and then you're not pouring back into me, and you're not giving me what I need, but I'm giving you what you need. I'm gone.
I feel the same as Sheena, because basically what it's saying is you love somebody, they don't love you back, or they don't love you the
Mhm.
same way. So that's basically what it's saying. We use some fancy words and whatnot, but that's basically what it's saying.
What was the question
Um,
again? There, can you tell? What was the question?
have you ever experienced unrequited love, and how did you handle it? I don't think I ever experienced that. So I'm just saying that basically what it is. I've never experienced that.
All right, me neither. I got you. Just want to know the question again.
And I haven't fully experienced it all the way in terms of loving somebody that didn't love me back, or like pouring into them and they weren't pouring into me at all. But after some time in a relationship and kind of just analyzing the situation, I did the come to the conclusion that it's like not fair playing fields, and I'm pouring so much in and you're taking out. And
Mhm.
so yes, you love me, but you're not loving me how I need to be loved, and you're not pouring into me the way that I need to be poured into. And therefore it started not being a good relationship. Like we started not having the same goals, which weren't the same goals from the beginning. But sometimes when you are in love and in that honeymoon phase and different things like that, you accept things that when it becomes a habit, or when things you think things might change for the better, and when they don't, then you kind of realize like that's not, I don't want that for the long run. And so I have been able to have that moment of realization, like, yeah, no, I don't want this anymore. And yes, I still love you. And yes, I still want the best for you. And I don't think that in love is like a permanent thing. I think it has its highs and its lows, like a roller coaster. And I can still pray for you and or with you, but for us being together in a relationship, we have different goals and we don't need to continue doing this anymore.
So have
It's not
anybody
you, it's me.
Mix Wax Deep Tina Kyra.
Mm.
Hey, have anybody experienced this before though? No one.
I have not, but I have a question for the ladies because, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but do you think you guys are subjected to this more than men are?
I think that it is possible. I think it could go both ways. Yeah, I feel like it could go both ways because there are some times that people, um, that someone is just trying to do so much or trying to get somebody to be with them or to like them. And so I don't think it's a gender thing, it's just a personality thing. And that there's some people that are takers and they'll just take you for everything that you have and not be invested in you or wanting anything for you. But because you're giving it, they're going to take it. And you're bending over backwards to make them feel happy. And at the end of the day, they don't even care. And it's on to the next whenever.
I think Sheena D. Do you have something like you wanted to say something to this?
No, I agree. I agree with Kyra. I don't think that is a gender thing. I think it absolutely depends on, where that person is in life and whether they're a giver or taker. So I don't think it's a gender thing.
And I can also add to just thinking about the question a little bit more. I think that it also, what people like the models and what people have shown or what people have learned of what love is has to play into the role as well of what they're giving. So if they had parents that were like really loving or had models of people that were really loving and gave equally and had like balanced relationships that were healthy, then it's more likely that they're going to repeat what they've been taught, as opposed to someone that has just had unhealthy and toxic and just bad relationships modeled for them. They may not know what love really looks like or how to demonstrate that because all they've been exposed to is negative, unhealthy relationships.
I kind of agree with Sheena D on this. But also I think it is more women too on like it don't have no gender, but if you just look at the statistics, because somebody said in the comment and not thought about it, it is more probably effective of women than it is men because like Shannon said in the comment section, how men have zero tolerance, and how women give numerous chances. So I think it can happen to both men or both genders, but I think it probably does happen more to women than men just because how the way we are built, the way we think and our logic we go through. So we'll be quick to leave. Like I said earlier, we'll be quick to leave, so we won't get to that point where I'm loving you and you're not loving me, or you're not even loving me the same way. So that's what I kind of think Sheena D had a point, Obi, when she said that it's no gender. But I just think it's still because everything is no gender if you think about it. Anything can happen to everybody, you know. But when you look at if you start mathing, the math's not mathing, it's you women getting played. No, I was kidding. Just joking.
Wow.
Just
The
kidding. Just
math,
playing. Just joking. Just joking. Don't kill me.
the math that
Hey,
is mathing is that Team Obi ain't nowhere in this chat. Hmm.
Right. I
Wow.
saw a comment that said, "Come on, Dr. Kyra."
What the team
That's
OB at? Call in
infatuation.
if you team OB.
Infatuation.
Call in if you team OB. Hey, okay, I got another question for you guys. How do you express love in a relationship?
I'll do this
How
one.
do you
And
express love in a relationship?
um,
Go
for
ahead, Kyra.
me, I want to piggyback off of Sheena D's comment about her enjoying being loved with the different love languages. And so, while I mentioned earlier that words of affirmation and quality time are my top love languages, it's not just about me; it's about the other person. And so, I try to do all of the love languages for the person that I'm in a relationship with, not just personally, professionally, with my family, with everyone, because I'm pretty even kiltered across the board. And so I might get you something not because it's Valentine's Day, but because the summer is approaching and we both said we want to drink more water. So I might buy you a water bottle, or I might give you a scavenger hunt, or do something, cook something because I know that's your favorite food. So to me, loving someone else looks like all of the love languages and communicating with them, listening to them, spending time with them. It's like everything all in one.
Mhm.
Again, the question is, everybody, how do you express love in a relationship? How do you express love in a relationship? Go ahead, Sheena Nicole.
I definitely agree with Kyra. I want to piggyback on something she said. Like when you spend time with a person, you get to know that person. You get to know their likes and their dislikes, and what they like to do, what their favorite food is, all those types of things. So, like I said, I'm a simple person, so I would do, excuse me, I would do simple things, and then not only that, I'm very spontaneous. So I would also do spontaneous things, and things that I know that that person likes to do, or things that I know that that person likes, I would do, and they wouldn't even expect it. And yeah, I feel like spontaneous always puts a smile on anybody's face, honestly, unless you just don't like surprises and you just, you know, weird like that. But
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that the key component is just like really paying attention to that person and listening so that you can know them. You know, like Sheena Nicole said, it would be, kind of messed up to like give them a gift or surprise them. And that's something that they don't like. You're not really paying attention to their wants and their needs.
mhm.
So I think that's very important when you're in a relationship, just knowing the person.
And can I just add, because someone had mentioned something in the chat earlier about like monetary or spending money. And to me, like gift giving, it could be something simple. It could be me making a card for you out of construction paper that I got from the Dollar Tree, or getting Oreos, because I know that's your favorite cookie, or you had a bad day, or different things like that. It could be me printing out a paper that has a bouquet of flowers on it so that they won't ever die. And every time you see me, you'll think of it and smile. So it doesn't have to be like these extravagant things that cost a lot of money. It could be a walk around the park, or just it's like the simplest things that you can show, and or the way that I receive love.
Go ahead, Sheena Nicole. Obi,
I'm
let's get some of the comments
sorry.
together, Obi.
I'm
Get some
sorry,
of the
y'all, but
team Kyra comments together, Obi.
I just, I do want to add that I feel like if you're a simple person, then you would enjoy those simple things versus someone who would like the top notch expensive stuff. You get them a car, they looking at you like, this it? That's all you got? What else is, what else you got? Like, so I definitely think it depends on who you are dating, because you have some, and I love my females, do not bash me for this, but some females are, the look, you gotta buy me this expensive bag, these expensive shoes, like they
Kyra,
want that. Yeah,
Kyra.
and then you have some men who like expensive stuff too. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but to like constantly like giving, like have to give that person expensive things in order for them to be happy, I feel like it's a no. It's a no.
Let's normalize it. Stop flying me out. Fly me out. Buy me some shoes. Buy me some clothes. No, I'm just joking.
What is that? I put together this list for you. Here's the link to my
Not
Google
me.
Docs.
It's
See,
my gift.
there
My
you
gift
go.
list.
There you go, Kyra. That's
No,
it.
not me. I'm not a materialistic person, so I don't need red bottoms. We can watch Red Baring on Netflix and have a Subway sandwich. Or you can make a sandwich, or we can make a sandwich together. I'm not a materialistic person, and you will
I got some
not
red bottoms.
put that out there.
But the way you
On me.
just said what you said, it's like it's
I was
scripted. It's
I
like you got
was
to
saying
prepare.
something
You got to
based on
prepare.
Ivory. I was going off of what
Oh, okay, my
Ivory
bad. Oh,
commented.
yeah. We're not gonna
It's
bash
about
Ivory. My bad, Ivory.
listening.
Yeah.
Hey, we
And
got
his
one more question. Go ahead, Obi. Hit them comments real quick. We got one more, then we're gonna get out of here tonight, y'all.
Okay.
Click like and share, everybody. Click like and share.
Interesting comment, and I'm going to say this comment and pause for a second. It says men have zero tolerance most of the time, and women give numerous chances. I think it's the exact opposite. I think women get more chances from men than y'all know.
I
Thoughts on that?
challenge that.
Yeah, for
I
sure. I
challenge
tried
that.
that.
Cap. I mean, we're not going to let you sleep with somebody and be okay with it, but we give y'all a lot of chances.
So you
Ed, you
saying
like you
that we would
disagree with
let
me?
y'all sleep with somebody and be okay with it?
No, I'm talking about
There's a
men.
lot of women
I'm
that
talking about
do.
men. Yeah, I'm talking about men though. I'm talking about men.
Mm.
Ed, say your
Ed
piece,
had his
Ed.
hands on his mouth. So, like, read the body language.
But
He is not
Ed,
in
Ed
agreement.
know better. Ed
Next
being quiet
comment,
on this one.
Hey,
he can't even have your back. That's why he's like, next comment, Obi.
Ivory, did you have something?
I mean, we give chances. I just don't know if we give as many chances as women do. I think what a man is cut and dry sometimes. Sometimes it's just super plain. It's super plain. It is what it is. We can't take any more. Here's this, and this is what's next, and this is where we move forward. But I think women are so invested in making it work, making that fairy tale work, that they're willing to put things on the back burner. They're gonna bring it up later. Trust me, they ain't gonna never forget it. They're gonna always remember to remind you that you fucked up. I mean, that you messed up. Always. But they do give more chances because they do believe in that fairy tale of making it work, and making it last forever. So.
Make it last
Make
forever.
forever.
Forever. Oh, we got any more comments before we get to the last one? I want to keep y'all all night. You got any more, Obi?
um,
Maybe read the one from that Ed posted that said Team Obi.
hey, I got two team OBs. I got
I
two
was
team
trying to
Don't
get
post
on
OBs, so
that.
that.
I
let's
I
was
don't
not
trying
post
to
that.
stop.
get
Don't
on,
post
man.
that. Go
I
ahead,
got
Team
two
Obi.
team. I got two team OBs. Okay, don't don't forget about mine. Don't forget about mine.
I was trying to log in from my other accounts, man. I was trying to.
Hey, so while
You
Obi
know
looking for
what?
two more comments, I'm gonna read the last question. Obi, keep searching, and then I'm gonna read the last question real quick. Can you describe a moment when you knew you were truly in love?
Mm,
Mm.
not love. In love. Let's be clear. You heard that, Kyra.
A moment that you were. Oh, she didn't have.
Truly. Go ahead, Sheena, Nicole.
Um, the moment I knew that I was truly in love with someone is when I legit stepped back and I was like, damn, I would literally do almost anything and everything for this person.
I think
For
I'm living.
me,
I think I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kai. I just want to say for me, I moved to another state, so I must have been
Woo!
truly in love. I moved to a whole nother state. Never thought I
Mm.
thought I was gonna move to Texas one day. I never thought I was gonna live in North Carolina.
You still
But
welcome, baby. You still
hey,
welcome.
hey, I might slide up out of here, boy. And I got my little son, so I can't do that. But I think that was one of my moments. I truly love. Like I moved to another. I never thought I'd move for anyone. like moved to another state.
Aw.
So that's when I was truly in love. You live and you learn
And you grow.
Hmm.
and you grow. Go ahead,
For
Kyra.
me,
Gotta,
so for me, I realized it when, like, even in my ugliness, that person was still there. Like, even though I went from 0 to 60 and was like, I'm gonna block you, or just different things like that, because I can be an emotion. I am an emotional person, and sometimes I can overreact in different situations.
mm,
Um, and so, like, even in my time in just deep ugliness, that person was still like, I love you. We're going to get through this. I'm hearing what you're saying. I'll work on that. We can work on this together. I'm invested in this relationship and we're going to get through it.
Ooh, wee. That's a goal for sure.
keywords were in love, though. Let's remember that. In love.
That wasn't the question.
Hey, do anybody else want to tackle this question? Gina D or Ivy, do y'all want to tackle this one?
Yeah, I'll tackle it, man. How I knew is when I really sat down and understood that unconditional definitely means unconditional. Like
Hmm.
I knew that I loved this woman with no conditions. She didn't have to bring
Mm,
anything to the table because I was
Hmm.
willing to bring everything. Not saying she
Hmm.
doesn't, but I was willing to
ooh,
bring everything. I was willing to give everything. I was willing to give my all. I told her one time, and I woke up one day, man, in the middle of, I don't want to take this into a whole sermon, but I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I really love this girl. And all my dreams and aspirations is just to make her dreams come true. And that's when I knew. I said, when I can dream of making her dreams come true, that was it.
Hey,
Put the horn on him. Put the horn on him, man. Put the horn on him.
are you available for a mentorship to other people on the panel that may need some direction and guidance?
well, Sheena D, do you want to tackle this before we get up out of here? Sheena D, do you want to tackle this before we get up?
I was just gonna say, I mean, after what Ivory said, I can't say anything. I'm Team Ivory tonight. I mean, he's been dropping a lot of gems. Like, kudos to you, Ivory.
Yes.
Ivory is a
From the
man, so
Ville.
that means
Ivory's
Team
from the
Obi.
Ville. Remember that.
From the Ville, baby,
From
yes.
the Ville. Ivory's from the Ville.
And Ivory is a
Well,
man, so that means you're Team Obi. Thank you.
Sheena
It's so
Nicole.
sad when people gotta just stretch to get stuff.
I hope you guys enjoyed this show tonight. Let me say this before Sheena Nicole go. Again, for people in the back that don't understand this, I be getting a lot of calls and texts. Yes, we do have men and women on the show. We're not here to really battle each other. We have fun with it. Team Obi, Team Kyra. We have a lot of fun with it, but we're not trying to put down men or put down women. The purpose of the show is to learn from each other, and it's to figure out how the other one think to bring back healthy communication. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to lessen the divorce rates. We're trying to get couples back together. We're trying to bring back black love, white love, whoever's watching love. But we threw it through different lenses. Tonight was Ivory night. He dropped a lot of good gems. I learned some stuff tonight. Kyra dropped a lot of good gems. Sheena D is Sheena Nicole. Obi, I'm still kind of confused, but it's my dog, so I know we're gonna rap later. He's gonna explain it to me, and we gonna be good. I'm still Team Obi. But no, for real though, we Obi always dropping gems all the time, y'all. If y'all go back and watch the previous shows. But that's what we're all about. We're just trying to have people, and we bring on the best people, y'all. We don't invite any old body on the show. Like I have to reach out to Sheena D, I have to reach out to Ivory. We bring the best people on to drop nuggets for you guys. We're not just like, oh, everybody come onto the pot. No, no. We stiff arm you. Like football, we're gonna stiff arm you. We want the best people to come because we want you guys to get good information. Sheena Nicole, what we got going on next week?
So next week, the topic, we are starting something different. So next week we will be doing getting in your own way. We'll be doing a 5-part series. So if you would like to be a part of that, you can reach out to myself via Facebook, to Sheena Nicole, or you can reach out to Edmund Chapman. If you don't have social media, you can also drop your comment below in the comment section. We are also trying something else. So we are looking for sponsors. So if you would like to sponsor us, please reach out to myself via Facebook, Sheena Nicole, or Edmund Chapman. You can also reach out to Edmund's email at eddieed@gmail.com if you are interested in sponsoring us.
Thank you. Thank you. We're looking for sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, please hit us up. Thank you, Sheena Nicole. And then, guys, like I say every single week, this was a great show. I love you. God loves you. Go out and be great on purpose. Peace out, y'all.
I think my baby hot. Don't speak to any moment. Product of her environment. Shout out the global woman.